Hey everyone, welcome to today's class. I have a really fun flow plan for you today, a Vinyasa class that works on upper body strength and a bit of core strength too. For props, if you have a blanket, a yoga blanket, I think you'll find that helpful for one of the poses coming up. So let's just get right into it. So finding yourself in Balasana, child's pose, or whatever comfortable position you'd like to get started in centering. Taking those moments to settle in. And then taking the next few moments to set an intention for your practice. There's so many benefits to yoga, just picking one of them. And holding on to that thought for a few moments. And take 3 slow, deep breaths through the nose, big, expansive breaths. And then slowly start to make your way all the way up and back to that first downward facing dog. Maybe walking it out a little bit. Feeling that nice length in the backs of the legs. Maybe feeling or hearing a few little snaps or crackles. And then send the feet forward, landing in a forward fold. Feet are parallel. Maybe a little bend to the knees if we're not very warmed up yet. Just a nice gentle stretch. And allow the head to hang. So really releasing through the neck. And then scooping the belly in as you slowly ragdoll one vertebra at a time. This specific movement is a really good preparation for some of our movements coming up in our practice today. Hint, hint. And then we'll get started with a little flow. So standing up at the top of your mat, heels and toes together, in Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll get flowing right away because I'm really excited about this class today. So on an inhale, raise the arms way up high, getting taller. On the exhale, gliding forward nice and smooth, like you're moving through water. On the inhale, look up to the horizon, lengthening the spine. And exhale down, bend the knees, plant the hands, send the feet back to a strong plank, scooping the belly in. For extra challenge, keep those legs straight. Otherwise, feel free to lower your knees to your mat first. And then we'll lower chaturanga. Hovering for a moment. And inhale for cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Wide open shoulders, pausing for just a moment because it feels nice. And downward facing dog, belly scooping in, hips pressing up and back. Few deep breaths here. Those first couple downward facing dogs, it is kind of nice to pedal it out if you want to. Starting to get that alignment. Feet are parallel, taking a peek at those feet. Shoulders are away from the ears. So even though we're upside down, the shoulders are away from the ears. The heels are gently reaching towards the floor. And we start to get that good hand placement too. So instead of dumping into the wrists, right from the get-go, let's start pressing into the roots of the fingers. That's already 4. 5. Send the feet forward, all the way to the top. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. And exhale to a tall mountain. Round 2. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, back through plank. And lower chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. For 1, slowing down the breathing. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high, a little bit taller than before. And exhale to a tall mountain. Round 3. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down through plank and lowering chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale, downward dog. For 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain, round 4. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale back through plank and lower. Inhale up. And exhale, downward dog. For 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down, plank, and lower. Inhale up. And exhale, downward dog. For 1. 2. 3. 4, and 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain, heading into B. So heels and toes together. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Utkatasana, powerful pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, heading back to plank and lowering chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe that first warrior one isn't that long. Right foot steps forward. Maybe it's behind the right wrist. Back heel spins down. Come on up. For that first warrior one, I like to take a moment. Feel a stretch. Lengthening through the waist. Then down through lunge, plank, and lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. Left foot steps forward. Back heel spins down. Warrior one. Take a moment. Feel that stretch. Not too deep. And heading down through lunge, plank, and lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. For a 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Heels and toes together, bend the knees, sweep the arms, Utkatasana, powerful pose. And standing tall. Round 2. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down. Plank and lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. Right foot steps forward, back heel spins down, warrior one. So maybe it's a little bit longer, maybe not. Down through lunge, plank, lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left foot steps forward, back heel spins down, warrior one. Maybe it's a little longer. Same as the first side though. Down through lunge, plank, lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. For a 1, remember you can take child's pose to recoup. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward into flat back. Exhale down. Heels and toes together. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Utkatasana. And standing tall. Round 3. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down. Plank and lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. If you've
gotten to this point and thought, Carla, what have I done? What have I gotten myself into? A really good place to take a quick little break is right here in child's pose. Otherwise, right foot steps forward, back heel spins down. Come on up, warrior one. Heading down through lunge, plank, and lower. Inhale up, and exhale down. Other side, left foot forward, back heel down, warrior one. Heading down through lunge, plank, and lower. Inhale up, and exhale down. And we'll all rest in either down dog or child's pose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale down. Heels and toes together. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms. Utkatasana. And standing tall. Round 4. Inhale. Arm sweep. Same integrity as the first time. Exhale. Forward fold, especially if you're feeling tired. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down. Plank. And lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. Right foot steps forward, back heel spins down, warrior one. Down through lunge, plank, and lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left side, left foot forward, back heel down, warrior one. Down through lunge, plank, and lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. Remember child's pose. It's always there for you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Heels and toes together. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Utkatasana. And standing tall. Last one. Inhale, bending deep. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down. Plank and lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. Right foot forward, back heel down. Warrior one. Down through lunge. Plank and lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left foot forward, back heel down. Warrior one. Down through lunge, plank, and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale down. Heels and toes together. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms. And standing tall. Okay, let's get into the heart of this practice. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down. Plank, pause and plank. Hold plank, hold plank. Side plank. So let's stack left heel on top of right, or left foot on top of right. Left arm high to the sky. That way I can look at you at first. So belly scoops in. Pushing the floor down. Breathing deep. Keep the hips lifted. That's already 3, 4, and 5. Belly scoops in. Floating like you don't want to come out of side plank. Back to regular plank, which feels amazing after side plank. And then other side, right stacks on top of left. Right arm high for 1. Go left arm if you're right side dominant. 2. Keep the hips lifted for 3, 4, and 5. Floating back to plank. Remember, you can lower your knees at this point and lower chaturanga. Inhale up and exhale, downward facing dog. Just taking a moment here. Maybe a child's pose, just a little, not necessarily rest, but just a pause. It's nice to clear the mind, especially after side plank, because it looks so easy and it's sometimes not. So if it fell apart for you, please don't give up. It's okay. If you're like, well, why is it so hard? Because it is. Because it is. Yoga's weird and it's awkward. And if it doesn't feel awkward, you're probably not doing something right. Send the feet forward. Inhaling to flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to a tall mountain. Inhale, arms go up, floating right into the next one. Exhale, guiding forward. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down. Back through plank. And lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. From here, gliding forward to plank, you can lower your knees down to your mat, but we'll do just a few little push-ups. I was trying to think of like a nicer name for them, but there's not. These are wide push-ups, so wide hands, and like I say, keep your knees on the floor or not, or a combination of both. I like to try with my knees up and make it more about the core. So pelvic floor pulls up like a Kegel, belly scoops in. We're just doing 10, okay? So we go 1. Elbows are allowed to go out to the sides. It's like a yoga no-no, but it's okay. 2. Belly scoops in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Back to downward dog or child's pose. Few deep breaths. Take a little break. Love me those push-ups. They don't like me as much, but I love them. I do. One day they'll love me too. Maybe. And send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to a tall mountain. And again, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, back through plank, and lower. Inhale up, and exhale down. From here, let's lower through hands and knees and prepare for headstand prep. So if headstand is a part of your daily practice and you want to do full headstand, okay. But I don't recommend it if you're not really comfortable with it. I'm just going to do the prep part today because I find that just as helpful as full headstand. So what we do is interlace the fingers, get your arms in a triangle position. Then we place the top of the head on the mat, but only the weight of one hand on your head is on the floor. So you feel your hair on the floor. But this version of headstand, if you're like, but my arms aren't long enough, if you push your arms, push, I have little T-Rex arms, so if I can do, and a giraffe neck, like the worst combination. And if I can do it, you can do it. So what you do is you push the floor, so there's no real weight on your head. Eventually there's like no-handed headstand, but not today. So this is all about the shoulders, okay? So if you're feeling not quite sure about how to do that, then just skip this one. Or you could do dolphin instead. Otherwise, I'll get our timer started. Interlace the fingers, top of the head onto the floor. Then tuck the toes under. And you're in like a little baby down dog almost. And we hold, and that's it. This is headstand prep. Double check there's not really much weight on the head. It's all on the shoulders. And equal weight on each arm. We tend to like lean towards the dominant arm. So if you're right side dominant, think left arm, left arm, left arm, left arm. That's what I do. I'm like really right-handed. So I really have to focus on my left side. And breathing deep, that's all we're doing. Hold. I just realized I can't see my timer. I'll catch it in a second here. Keep breathing. If you need to gently lower your knees to the mat at any time, please feel free to do so. So I've got a timer on, but it doesn't mean you have to hold it the whole time. See, I just snuck out. It's about working on this specific exercise for that length of time. Not about holding it for the whole length eventually, but the most important thing is to breathe. Oxygen to the muscles. We're in the home stretch. Last little tiny bit. Push into the floor. Breathing deep. Last few seconds. And to come out, gently lower and head into child's pose right away. Hold, so stay upside down in your child's pose, relaxing. We don't want to just pop right up out of this because we reverse blood flow for 2 minutes. Sometimes I think, wow, that doesn't seem like 2 minutes. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Other days I feel like that timer feels like 45 minutes. Either way, give your body the little rest and relaxation it deserves. And then slowly, make your way up and back to downward facing dog, but be careful because your arms might feel like Jell-O. Mine do. Up and back. And then either head into a child's pose for just a little bit longer rest. Or if you're feeling a little antsy, we'll do a little vinyasa. So we'll send the feet all the way forward to the top of your mat. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. And Exhale to a tall mountain. And we flow. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down back through plank. And lowering chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale down. From here, lowering through hands and knees, and then all the way to seated. Working on core. What I have planned for today's class is straight up regular old crunches. Now, the thing about crunches is that for most people, they're not actually very good for you. So here's the thing. If you know you have a diastasis recti and you've got a little bit of a separation of the abdominal muscles, like perhaps if you've ever had pregnancies, that would potentially cause that. Or if you just know you don't have very strong abdominal muscles, this is what I would like for you to do, is leaning all the way back and then place a block beneath the hips. And all we're going to do, this will feel a lot, you'll look at it and go, that looks too easy though, but it's not, I assure you. So if you have it, I should have said block. So take your blanket for props and then have the hips elevated. They don't have to be elevated that much. And then think of a Kegel, so pelvic floor pulls up and belly scoops in, and hold when I say go, okay? If you know you have strong abs, you know you don't have a diastasis recti, and you want to go for the full crunches, then we'll begin. Whatever starting position you're in, ready, and begin. If you're doing crunches, fingertips behind the head, belly scoops in. So it's really important, if you do crunches, that the abdominal muscles are pulled in and down. This is why they're not good for most people, because what happens is if you don't have super strong abdominal muscles, they tend to push out and actually cause a diastasis recti. So for most people, the first variation on the block is the best one. Or you might be like, oh, I want to try the crunches. And then if you try them and you're like, that just doesn't feel right, then go ahead onto your blanket, okay? Fold it up and then use it as a block. Either way, pelvic floor pulls up, belly scoops in. Breathing deep, but still be sure that the belly's pulling in and pushing down in either variation. And if you need to take a break at any time or switch it up, feel free. And relax. Whatever variation you're in, just take a little relax. It always amazes me. I still do and actually prefer the like static hold of the abdominal muscles. It's amazing how well it really works. You know, it looks like crunches are way harder, and they are, but I'm always amazed and just in awe of how much strength you can really get just by holding it. And you may even feel all the way around to your back when you're just holding and squeezing the belly in. And that's because everything's connected. And so it's getting your whole core strong. From here, either gently roll to your right side, take a moment, press yourself up for a more gentle approach, or if you're feeling a little ambitious, a couple little rocks and rolls, just a few. Gets the energy moving and makes you feel like you're 9 because it's fun. And then heading back to a little vinyasa or just wait. So if you have that little bit of extra energy, send the feet back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale up. And this will feel nice because we just worked the abs, so now we get to lengthen them. And exhale, downward facing dog. And then send the feet forward all the way to the top, inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. And exhale to a tall mountain. And we flow. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down. Plank and lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. And we'll lower through hands and knees. And then all the way to seated and laying all the way back, preparing for Urdhva Dhanurasana or upward facing bow pose, sometimes known as bridge pose. So if, or full wheel is what it's sometimes known as. If you're like, no, Carla, just no, then feel free to do Setubandha Sarvangasana, which is bridge pose. Okay, so laying back and either preparing for bridge, which is arms along your sides, palms facing down, or for Urdhva Dhanurasana, placing the hands beneath the shoulders. And be sure that they are beneath the shoulders and not beneath the neck. Otherwise, it just makes it way, way, way harder if the hands are too close together. From here, when you're ready, pressing up to the top of the head, and then all the way up. Just a few deep breaths here. Coming down whenever you want to. If you're holding it steady and you want to go a bit further, walk the hands in just a little bit. And to come out, walk the hands back. And gently lower all the way down. Usually things crack and snap for me. When you're ready, hug the knees in. Take your time. Sometimes it's nice to just be like neutral spine for a bit. So listen to your body. When you're ready, hug the knees in. And sometimes a little rock from side to side feels nice. But we're not trying to curve and round the spine. The spine's neutral in this position. And I feel a little stretch in the hips when I hug my knees in. It's a nice release for the back. So if you're feeling a little bit tired, just stay here. If you want to go a little bit more, we'll head into a vinyasa from here. So we do a little rock to come up, and then send the feet back to a strong plank, and lower chaturanga. Inhale up, and exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we'll head into Halasana plow pose. So we lower through hands and knees. And if you're already laying back, but you'd like a blanket beneath you, then just roll over to your right side for a moment. Press yourself up. Take all the time you need, though. I like to spend a little bit of time preparing for Halasana because it's such a good posture. It's nice to really be sure that you're getting the full benefits from it. So if you don't know Halasana, and you would prefer to wait for a teacher to be present, I respect that big time. If you know it, but you find it a little bit challenging, you can place the blanket beneath your back and have your head off the blanket. I like to just have it underneath my whole body. So when you're ready, let's just make sure my head will reach. I like my head on the blanket, but whatever you prefer. The only thing to really be sure of is that we don't move the head once you're in the position, okay? So not too much momentum. We'll lift the feet up, send them back. I'll get our timer started. This one's nice though. It's not a timer for like, hold on to it. It's a timer for like, don't let Carla make you stay in this all day because it feels that nice. And just hold here. if you wanted to change it up a little bit, we've got some time here. You could head into Karnapidasana if you want to. Lower the knees down towards the floor, towards the shoulders. You can head into that one. I kind of like to go back and forth because I find stillness challenging. Still got lots of time. If you need to come out at any time before the timer's up, no problem at all. Listen to your body. When you come out, arms work as landing gear. So have them straight out, palms facing down, and then slow as possible, one vertebra at a time. And the way you slow it down is using the arms, but also the core. Okay, here we go to come out. Use the arms as landing gear. Pull the belly in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Slow, slow, slow. And then just hang out in neutral spine for a few moments. So maybe that's knees hugged in, maybe it's feet on the floor, whatever feels right. I'm running out of space. So just pause there. Don't mind me, nothing's happening over here. Definitely not being weird at all. Next up is Utthana Padasana prep. So from here, what we'll do is press up onto the elbows. So lift the heart up to the sky. This is like a back bending, but the hips stay on the floor. So it's a nice counter pose. The only thing to know is if you have a ponytail at the top of your head, you may want to take that out. Then pressing into the elbows, lift the heart to the sky, and then gently lower the head back. And maybe the crown of the head will reach the floor, but really thinking about pull the chest up. So it's the strength of the torso, lifting your heart up. Breathing deep as possible for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relaxing out of it. And we get to head into Shavasana right from here. So your back has been fully prepped with extension and flexion and is ready for Shavasana. Your back might feel a little weird. It should feel good, but if you feel like you just want a little more support, feel free to bend those knees and allow the knees to tip in towards each other with the feet on the floor for your Shavasana. And if you prefer the full Shavasana, extending the legs, arms along your sides, palms facing up, and closing the eyes. Softening everything. But especially through the neck and the shoulders. And all the way down the arms. Letting the fingers softly curl. Softening through the face. Softening around the eyes. And even the muscle between the eyes. Just letting it all go. starting to come back. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. And gently roll your head from side to side. And reach your arms above head on the floor. Give yourself a big stretch, feeling totally refreshed. And bend your knees in one at a time. And gently roll over to the right side. Pausing there just for a few moments as you come back. And slowly start to press yourself all the way to a comfortable seated position. Taking all the time you need. And when you arrive, palms facing up on the knees. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, softly close the eyes. Taking your final moments to thank yourself for showing up to your practice today and taking care of you. And slowly open the eyes. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one. Have a really good rest of your day.